Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to
Just say
tonight's call.
hello, everyone.
Cannot wait for tonight's call. Allison sent her slides earlier today, and wow, you put a lot of work into it. Absolutely phenomenal. Jason, so good to see you, my brother. We saw you earlier on today. Jason is a new brand partner, part of LifeWave, and man, oh man, is he just taking in the information. He's like SpongeBob SquarePants at the moment.
Watch this space.
Watch this space. Soon we'll have Jason presenting soon. Cannot wait. Now the team is just growing. Audrey, Innes, so good to see you guys. And Malcolm, Michael, everybody, I can see the cameras. Evelyn, Switzerland, so nice to see you guys.
Seeing you soon.
And and here comes Freeman, Rizal, Bucky's. Hi, everybody. So good to see you.
Hello.
Faces. Wow, what an exciting moment. Before we even say anything or do anything, we just want to send out the biggest congratulations ever to Allison, who is going to be training tonight for reaching 3-star executive.
Literally minutes ago.
Well done. That is an achievement of note. Hard work, dedication, and just passion for this amazing company, the product, and internalizing the compensation plan. So I don't think there could be anybody better and well qualified and equipped on doing compensation plan training tonight than Allison for hitting 3-star director tonight. Yes. So well done.
And it's just, once again, a sign of unfreezing after that moment of freeze that we touched on last night, right? Blinkers on, head down, and she did the work. Didn't look left or right, no distractions, and worked. So it's amazing to see.
So
well done.
Spotlight.
Well done. Yes.
Yeah, we spotlight here, spotlight there. There we go. Just so
deserving.
See and just change the view. There we are. Yes, everybody, that's me coming up to Johannesburg. Allison will be coming to the convention, so you'll get to meet her in person. And Allison's been on this journey for quite a while with us, and a lot of phone calls, a lot of training and exchanging ideas and back and forth. And, just a person that's got experience in the industry, which is just so beautiful.
Now that you mentioned that, she's like a sponge, right?
A sponge, yeah.
Open to hear, to listen, to take it all in. Amazing.
But before I hand over to Allison, when Complan 2.0, when the information came out and we sent the information, I think Allison took about 2-3 weeks, and she was just sort of going through it and digesting it. And Allison came back, and I'll never forget, she said, guys, this is the most powerful compensation plan on this planet. It's going to take a while. There's a lot of dynamics and a lot of different mechanics involved in it. But as it starts to roll out, we'll start to understand it, which is what we're all doing at the moment. And when she made that comment, I can see it now. And it'll take a couple of months for everything to kick in. And then when you see it in action, you're going to get LifeWave Insomnia. And that's insomnia from excitement.
Yeah.
Thank God we have a patch for that. So without any further ado, drum roll. Allison,
stage is yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you both, and thank you for the congratulations. Actually, I was quite surprised because I get a gift as well. Thought that's only at 1-star executive. I was like, okay, I'm going for 1-star executive, so thank you. And guys, thank you for being my adoptive parents at this point in LifeWave. So welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you get some nuggets from tonight in terms of where you're going and how you're growing. So just very quickly, Chris did mention that when this first came out, I was excited. I think I was excited because I was trying to hide my fear, if I'm honest. Because I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure. And I took the time to study it because I wanted to understand where I was and where we were going. And I think, Chris, you'll remember we had a long conversation about it. And I knew that plan back to front because I needed to understand it before I made decisions. I'm so grateful I stuck with it because actually I'm starting to see better earnings than what I had on the old compensation plan, which is absolutely incredible. Yes, it's working. And the nice thing is that those that work get rewarded. And that's the absolute reality. You have to work at it. Nothing is for free in this world, and that's just the way life goes. So, without any more talk and all the rest of it, I am going to start my presentation. I hope you all have pens and pencils and take notes. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And the video will also be shared at some point. So, Compensation Plan 2.0. This is supposed to carry us for decades to come. And I hope it will actually, because I'm certainly enjoying the benefits. So, as you all know, there are 9 ways to earn. Okay. You'll see that the ones that are in blue are the ones that I'll focus the most attention on. And that's purely because they are the slides that, although they are the bonuses that are reachable and achievable for any new brand partner. The other 5 are there and they're achievable at some point in your journey, but they are not the focus. So I'm going to go through them anyway for today. So just very quickly, retail profit. I'll explain all of these in a bit. Customer premium, product introductory bonus, business launch bonus, which is new. We didn't have that when I started a year and a half ago. We didn't have something to encourage us to get the business started. Level earnings bonus, binary bonus, and then we have breakthrough incentives, mentor matching bonus, and quarterly leadership pool. And I need to add one more because I've just realized tonight that there's other things. I mean, I knew it was there, but I forgot because I hadn't been a receiver yet. So to have been awarded a travel case as well for reaching a rank is absolutely incredible and something I was not expecting. So that's a 10th way, of being rewarded. So very quickly, what is retail profit? So retail profit is earned on the sale of every product sold to a personally enrolled customer, not a brand partner, a customer. The value is different depending on whether they are retail customers or a preferred customer. So just to give you an example very quickly, what are the volumes or what are you receiving in return for signing a retail customer? So this is basically a synopsis on the slide where you can see that if someone is a retail customer and they purchase an X39, you will be rewarded with $50. If it is a preferred customer, you will be rewarded with $20. And the same for X49. And as you can see, the supplementary sleeves are $15 on a retail customer and a preferred customer gives you $10. Okay, so it's basically as if you own a shop and you go to a wholesaler and you go and buy your goods and you sell them in the shop at retail. And that's basically where you get your profit from. So that's quite exciting. Pretty easy to understand, I think. And guys, please remember that your back office is honestly your library, your encyclopedia, your Google, your everything. If you go into your back office under education, you can watch the video titled Customer Earnings. And in there, you will be able to see everything that you need to see. So, what are customer premiums? That was the second way to earn. The easiest way to understand this is that you are simply getting paid an extra bonus for having 4 retail customers that bought one X39 each. Now, you've already been rewarded for it with a financial benefit, but the difference between wholesale and retail. And now you're actually getting a percentage based on how many points or how much volume you've achieved from these people that are customers. So once you get to 300, so 4 X39s basically, you are going to earn 5% on whatever that spend is this week.
Ali, just a quick one. It's still just showing the original slide.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's only the first slide. So the ones that
let me start
aren't coming through.
Okay. Let me just go back to it quickly. Give me 1 sec.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to reshare. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I don't know what happened there. Okay. Yeah, it's important to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I heard someone burning me. I'm just going to switch slides and tell me what you see now.
There we go. Yes. Okay. We can see that. Perfect.
Does it switch
Customer
slides?
premiums.
Customer premiums.
Okay, I'm going to go down one and see if you get that as well, or if it's not doing it. It's not changing. Give me a minute.
No. Okay. Cool.
Don't know why this is doing this today.
So don't worry, guys. In the recording, we'll edit that bit out.
It's just testing me, guys. Just checking how well I come back from adversity.
So I'm just to make a note here. 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
Then-
Okay, cool. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's go share.
Okay.
Go. Share. Let's go to present. Hope that we get it. Is it coming up? Let's see.
Yes, we can
Okay,
see
you should
retail
have the front
profit.
page, do you?
Yeah, front page.
Does it?
Click. There we go. There we go. Oh, fantastic.
Okie dokie. Let's do this then, shall we?
And then move
Okay,
your
so
head
I'm just
around, move your head
gonna-
around so people can sort of see.
Yeah, I'm going to rewind because I think it's important for people to see the volume.
Yes.
So just here, as you can see, we've got a comparison of retail customer
Yes.
and preferred customer. And this is what I was saying. If a retail customer purchases under you, you will get $50 for an X39 or 49 and $15 for supplementary. If they are preferred customer, you get $20 for X39, 49 and $10 for supplementary. And also take note that the bonus volume is different. Okay. So, like I said, back office is your best friend. Go to education tab in your back office, and the video that is titled Customer Earnings explains this and the next way to earn. So, what are customer premiums? Easiest way to understand this is that you're simply getting paid an extra bonus for having 4 retail customers that bought one X39 each. Because once you have a volume over 31 days, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, of 300 or more, you start to earn percentages on the week's earnings. So you have 4 people this week that bought X39 and you had 1 last week, you've qualified for the 5%. Once you get up to 600 from customers, you qualify for 10%. So now you're starting to earn money on money that you've already earned. I mean, it's money for free, right? Anyway, so let's go to the 4 quick start ways to earn. And these are the ones that excite me the most. These are the ones that I talk to my teams about. And that's purely because they are easy to understand. They are within reach, easily within reach. And that's all you need to worry about right now. The rest will come in time. So although I go through them, these are the focal points. So let's go to number 3, which is product introductory bonus. Now, any of you that were already in LifeWave before Compensation Plan 2.0 know that the product introductory bonus existed already. Just very quickly, what is PIB? This is simply LifeWave saying thank you for sharing this amazing technology with people you love and care about. Now, I know that personally when I started, the first people I went to was my dad, my sister, my brother, my aunt, because they needed it. I knew they needed it, and I knew that it would change things in their life. So that's the first place I went. And then all of a sudden, I've got money coming in. And I was like, wow, this is incredible. So remember that you're going to get this as soon as you sign or enroll someone up as a core, advanced plus, or premium, you are going to earn a PIB. So help someone help their bodies repair and rejuvenate using LifeWave's technology and get rewarded for doing something you probably would have done anyway. Share. How much is PIB? So how much are you getting in terms of this product introductory bonus? If you enroll a call, you get $35. Now, I've put the other details there. I just want to explain it very quickly. The cost to the client or to the brand partner is $295. They get 3 sleeves. When I refer to sleeves, I mean 39, X39 and 49, and you get 180 qualifying volume. If they take an advance, you get rewarded with $75 from LifeWave as your PIB, and you can see the cost to client, how many sleeves, and the points that you get. Advance Plus, you get $165, and Premium, $405. Not Zimbabwe dollars, not Hong Kong dollars, US dollars, and that is impressive. I know no other business that gives this to you so easily, actually. Note, though, that when people upgrade from one package to the next, you receive the difference. So, for example, Mary bought a core this month, and then she loves what the product's doing for her. You got your $35, and then Mary decides next month that she wants more sleeves, so she upgrades to advance. You will get the difference of $40. I made a mistake there. It's actually a difference of $40 when she does the upgrade, and she will get the difference in sleeves. So very, very, very encouraging. The fourth way to earn, and I love this one, I really wish it had existed when I started, is the business launch bonus. This is new. And this is only for new brand partners, and it is an absolutely fabulous way to start earning. It lasts for the 9 weeks from the date you enroll. The week you enroll is considered 1 week. So if you enrolled today, being a Thursday, up until Monday morning is considered 1 week, and then you have 8 full weeks after that. The week runs Monday AM to Monday AM. And all you need to do to access this is to become a 1-star manager, which means having 750 qualifying volume. Now you will remember, and I'm going to go back to the slide, the volumes that I showed you. So just take a note very quickly. Right. Okay. So at this rank, you will receive $25 every week that you maintain the rank as a business launch bonus, and your sponsor will receive $12.50. So then the question is, how do I get 750 volumes so that I can get this $25 a week? And here we go. This is just an example. There are many different ways to get there, and I could have done many examples, but let's use 2 of them. So let's say that you enrolled as a core, so you automatically have 180 volume, and then you enroll Sarah with a core, Jane with a core, Mark with a core, and Jenny with a core. You will have 900 qualifying volume. What does that mean? You are now a 1-star manager and earning $25 for this week and guaranteed for 4 more weeks, even if you do nothing else. The second way, and this is just another example or calculation, is that you have enrolled as an advanced, and that's 300 volume, and you happen to enroll Margaret with an advanced of 300 and Sarah as a core with 180, and you have a total of 780. So quite simply, you've told 2 people who've enrolled as an advanced and a core, and now you are 1-star manager earning that $25 and encouraging these people, if they are business builders, to do exactly the same. So let's talk about the business launch bonus in money terms and what it really means. And this, guys, is what really excites me and the members of my team. No matter how you qualified as a 1-star manager, you are guaranteed, if you do nothing else other than qualifying, to earn $25 every week for this week and the next 4 weeks, if you do nothing else. And that will mean you are guaranteed $125. Now you'll see that there's asterisks at the bottom. You can read that. If you qualified as per the first example, enrolling 4 BPs with core, you also receive PIB of $35 times 4, which is $140. So basically, if you qualified on the second example, which is 1 advanced and 1 core, you get $110. So based on the least reward, which is the second option, you are guaranteed, if you do nothing else but qualify as a 1-star manager, $235. Now, that is almost your core paid for. Isn't that incredible? LifeWave has also doubled this weekly bonus for double the efforts if you rank up to 2-star manager, which equates to simply needing double the qualifying volume. And then you will receive $50 per week for this week and the next 4 weeks, guaranteed if you do nothing else. And that means guaranteed $250. If you qualified as per the first example, enrolling 4 BPs with core, you will also receive PIB worth $280. If you qualified as per the second example, you will get PIB of $220. So based on the lowest example, you are guaranteed $470 for qualifying as a 2-star manager and doing nothing else. Isn't that incredible? Sorry, I dropped my clicker. The fifth way to earn, which is another lovely one, and this one I couldn't quite fathom until I saw it in action in my back office. Okay, so this is also A wonderful, wonderful, wonderful way of earning money. So you were on your advanced with 300 volume, and you've gone and got Margaret, as we said earlier, on an advanced with 300 volume, and Sarah with a core 180 volume. The wonderful thing about the level earnings bonus is if you are a 1-star manager, you will get 5% of their volume. So Margaret did 300 volume, 5% of that is $15. Sarah did 180 volume, 5% of that is $9. So that's another $24. So just for being 1-star manager, you now have $254, getting closer to paying for that core that you signed up with, right? Then we have a separate example. If you are a 2-star manager, you see the percentage has gone up to 7%. So you've got 21% on $21 on Margaret, $12.60 on Sarah, and now the total that you can earn is $492.60 just by qualifying as a 2-star manager and doing absolutely nothing else. And I say doing absolutely nothing else because you can imagine that if you did a little bit more, imagine what more you could actually earn. So those are incredible. And the binary bonus existed in the old comp plan for those of you that were there. But as you see, I've put 3 stars there. So this one unlocks when you become a 3-star manager, which is a slightly different qualification. But I think you can find that either from your upline or you can find it in the back office on the compensation plan. And that will be quite self-explanatory. So for the T's and C's and how binary actually works, please visit education in your back office and watch binary bonus video. This bonus is exciting because in a nutshell, it allows you to earn on volume from other people in the same leg as you that come in after you, even if they are not your direct line of sponsorship. Now, how fabulous is that, right? You just need to get to 3-star manager. And as you can see, you start to earn those percentages, 5%, 7%, 9%, 10%, and then it carries on from there. And whilst it may look like it's small, trust me, it adds up. Okay, the 7th way to earn is through the breakthrough incentive. Guys, I am pushing to get there personally, but I see some people have probably made it. And I mean, how incredible is this? You've already been rewarded with different bonuses, right? And now, all of a sudden, for making 1-star director, you get rewarded with $500. It's split into 2, and there's so the first one is paid as soon as you rank up. And the Part 2 award is paid when you've held the rank for 4 weeks within a 52-week period. It doesn't even have to be consecutive. And then 1-star executive is $5,000. And then for later, way later, hopefully not that later, you can get $50,000 for 1-star presidential. I mean, this is absolutely worth fighting for. And then the 8th way to earn is a mentor matching bonus. Now, the mentor matching bonus, I'm not going to do too much detail with this because obviously I would like to, I think it's best that you go and watch the video, and this is later on. As you can see, it only starts at 1-star director. So basically you earn an extra bonus on bonuses you've already earned for. I mean, isn't that incredible? This bonus rewards you a percentage of the level earnings bonus and binary bonuses earned by eligible generations of brand partners. Now, Chris, can I ask you to just share your excitement over generations quickly?
I call that the 8th wonder of the world in the network marketing industry. This is like a first. It's very unique. In Complan 1.0, it used to be called Gen Match Bonus, and it used to be 3 levels. Now, if you think 3 levels, I'm sure we all remember the old 5 by 5 by 5. So say you sign up 5 people in the perfect world, they sign up 5, which takes you to 25. They sign up 5, which takes you to 125. If you times it one more time, that is 625. And then times that by 5 again, and you're looking at quite a lot of people, right? So that was limited to 3 levels, and it was a bit of a higher percentage. But what LifeWave has done now is instead of the 3 levels, they've increased it to 4, 5, 6 levels. So get your calculator out and go 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, times 5, and then times 5, 6 times. And then you'll see the sheer volume at those higher, at those lower levels, right? So it works on a sliding scale, of course. So, at the 1-star director, that's when it kicks in at 5%. But as it starts to move up, where it really starts to kick in is where we talk about 2 to 3-star executive. There we're talking 18, 15, 12, 10, 3. Guys, this is the first in the industry. Like I say, when I saw this, I lost my breath.
Thanks, Chris. I'm so excited, guys, because I've just realized I put this presentation together earlier today. And what I've just realized is that by qualifying for 3-star director, I have just changed my earning potential.
And look at that. Your 10% goes to 12, your 7 goes to 10, your 5 goes to 7, and your fourth generation kicks in at 5.
Yeah, but I know for me it's going that 2-star to 3-star, and actually that's why when I looked at this I was like, I need help, I need to catch my breath. Actually, very exciting for me to see this in action.
Just
I will look
something.
at my back office later.
Oh, I remember something. I forgot to tell everybody on the beginning of the call. Guys, Allison is doing something at the end of the call. So guys, stay on to the end. Allison is giving away only 2 people that are on the call. So there's 66 people on the call. It's giving away 2 tickets to the convention next week in Johannesburg. And she's doing that out of the goodness of her heart, out of her own pocket. Doesn't matter when the team anybody is. This is coming from Allison as a gift. And she's going to ask 2 questions based on the slides tonight. So I hope you've been taking notes. And then we will obviously announce it. And then we'll just watch out. The first person that answers will obviously get the prize. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm very excited to give it away. And I really hope that each ticket goes to someone who is deserving and it really needs it, and that actually changes your trajectory. These things have a way of landing in the right lap. So I hope that happens. Just very quickly, I'm going to clarify it. The way it will work is I'll ask 1 question for the first ticket, and the first person to answer on the chat will be awarded that ticket. Chris and Lucinda will be watching that. That will be at the end of the call. So don't worry, I will give you a heads up. So let's move on. Okay, the 9th way to earn is the quarterly leadership pool. And I'm not even going to speak about this, Chris, because this is beyond my realms. I haven't seen it in action. I haven't even got it at the forefront. And guys, this is where I reiterate what I said earlier. Focus on the 4 bonuses and ways to earn that I spoke about earlier, because that is the way to go. Not to be concerned and overwhelmed with everything else. So we are talking about product introductory bonus, business launch bonus. You've only got 9 weeks for that, and level earnings bonus, and then the binary bonus. Those are the 4 things that are achievable to every single person from the day that they sign up. And if I realized today I did not know this, if you signed up just before the changeover and you are still within 9 weeks, you still have the balance of those weeks, by the way. I didn't realize that. I thought that wasn't the case until I saw it today with someone in my downline. If you signed up before the changeover, you still have the remainder of the 9 weeks. How incredible is that? So here we go. I've left time for questions. Chris and Lucinda, I can't see the comments. I'm going to let you, if there's any questions, maybe you want to just tell me.
Maybe what you can do is unshare your screen, and then you'll be able to see the comments. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just worried people want to go back on here. Okay. I'm going to stop the share for now.
Yes.
Okay.
And then any questions that anybody has, guys, type your questions, and Allison will answer them.
Okay. So no one has any questions on the comp plan, the new comp plan?
Oh, no, people are going to type. Don't worry, you're going to see lots of questions coming.
Can you tell I'm impatient?
Listen,
Okay.
when it came to comp plan 2.0, the biggest thing was the change of 21 year 20. I just spoke about it last night. This compensation plan was designed, the old one, 21 years ago, and they've been working on this for 4 years to make sure that we are ready for the next 20, 30 years growth. So this is just it's absolutely phenomenal. Jason, yes, we'll get the PDF.
I'll get them to you, yeah.
Yeah, you made that tweak. So when we do the recording, we can share that. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Right, there we go. There's a question from Rizal.
Okay, thanks, Rizal. So do you have to qualify weekly on the bonus and have 750 volume each week to earn the $25? Okay, thank you for that question, because actually it was in one of my notes, but because it glitched, I didn't have my notes up. So what is exciting is that LifeWave, to qualify in any rank, works on a 31-day period. Okay, so the way that it works is the remainder of the current week, right? And 4 weeks after that. That's how the 31-day basically works. Okay. And remember, I said it's Monday AM to Monday AM. So as long as you have the 750 points within the previous 31 days, you are still a 1-star manager. Does that help? That's why I said you are guaranteed for the week that you make the rank and 4 weeks afterwards with doing nothing else. Okay. And next question is from Altair. So in the new system, is it better to enroll someone as a preferred customer or brand partner? Obviously, I know that a brand partner hopefully will bring in more sales, etc. So it's a catch-22 situation. There are some people who are adamant that they can, that they only want to be a customer. There are some people who are happy to access, because with a customer, they actually are paying a higher price, right? They're paying $150 for an X39 instead of $99.95. So there is that. And then the other thing is, as you rank up, and I think it's executive, you need personal volume of 200. And customers count towards that volume. But up until then, there's no pressure to do it, guys. Like absolutely no pressure. However, what I must tell you, which was in one of my notes as well, so thanks for the question, any customer volume counts as your personal volume. So that also adds to you're not needing to buy 200 volume because you've got customers below you that contributes to your personal volume. Does that help? Okay. Thank you.
And then something on the volume as well is, which is also something very unique, is, once you become binary qualified, now binary qualified kicks in as soon as you get to 3-star manager, right? And that's where you get 5% on your weaker leg. Any volume that happens with your preferred customers or any extra volume that you do. So let me give you an idea. You're only required to do 110 PV. So 110 PV on the 31 days is, to give you an example, if you do 2 X39s, that is 154 PV. So that means you've done 44 PV over what you need to do. So guess what happens to that 44 PV? LifeWave doesn't just say, all right, we're going to throw that away. No, they take that extra PV and they shift it to your weaker leg so that you can get paid on it. They don't flush it. They don't take it away. So anything over your minimum, they still give to you as well at the end of that period. So I thought I'd mention that too.
Okay, so thanks, Chris. Magda's also got a question. Isn't the price the same for the customers and brand partners? No, it is not. A brand partner will be accessing the sleeves of X39 at $99.95, and a customer will access it at $149.95. That's why you get the $50 on a retail customer. Hope that helps. Sorry, Pachamama, PC and PC Plus equals wholesale price. Actually, Chris, I'm not sure, hey? No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes. Yes,
it is. Okay.
Yeah, no, PC and
because
PC
it's a standing
plus
order.
customer.
That one I don't. Yeah.
That's
okay.
right. They still get it at wholesale price, but they have to do the auto ship right off the bat.
Yeah.
You're able to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect customer. Look, there we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you know what? It's very exciting just watching the way everything unfolds. So a lot of people have been going, Chris, when are you going to do Conversation Plan 101 Basics, Complan 2.0? Some of you guys watched the previous version that I did. It's not launched yet, purposefully, because I need to watch the back office. I need to watch what happens from week to week, and I'm watching the behavior. So when I do put it together, it's not thumb sucking from sort of material that I've read. When I'm putting it together, it's from actual practical watching how the behavior works. So when I do put that together in December, yeah, I'm not taking a holiday. That is what I'm going to be doing to have that ready ASAP. But it's going to be phenomenal. I like to take complicated stuff, and I like pictures, I like diagrams, and I like to simplify stuff in a way that I was talking to one of our new brand partners that is on the call this evening, and she watched the first Conversation Plan clip that I did, and she made a comment, and she said that what I loved about it is an 8-year-old can understand it, and that's why I try and do it. Is that if an 8-year-old can understand it, that means absolutely anybody can, because it can be quite daunting. I mean, listen, guys, the first time I saw a Conversation Plan, it was like another language.
Guys, are we ready? Are we ready for the quiz? Is everyone ready?
I think so.
Okie dokie. So we've all been paying attention. I need to think of a question. Chris, you're going to be watching the comments, right?
I'm going to be watching.
Everyone,
give me a
whoever
second.
gets in there first gets it.
First.
So,
Okay, I'm watching.
I'm trying to think which question I'm going to ask that is pretty easy. Okay. If you were to enroll in advanced, how many qualifying volume will you get?
We got 300.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. I was going to say 180. Oh, 180 is cool.
Okay,
yes.
Guys, have you guys got tickets? Who's actually got tickets there? I know you're answering. The first person looks like was Annie, right?
Annie, yes, that's Annie.
Yes.
300.
And
So
does Annie have a ticket already for Saturday, for next weekend?
So Annie, let us know if you do have tickets already, Annie. And can they be in Joburg? Of course, yeah. So let us know, Annie. Are you going to be? No, can I go to Joburg? So she'll give it to somebody else. Well, that's sweet. You're paying it forward. So Annie, if you know somebody that can go in Joburg, let us know, and then we can gift it on. Let us know if you are able to do that, and you do have somebody in mind.
Okay, let's see what she comes back with.
Let's see what she comes back with. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what she comes back with. It may, hopefully she has someone that she'd love to gift it to. Okay, and the second question, Chris, do you want to ask it?
I thought you already had. You already had them lined up.
Okay, I'm going. Right. Okay. So, how many kits are there to enroll on? Well done. Okay.
That was a quick one.
Okay, I know
so
there's some that say 5, and that's because of the starter. I get that. So, but the first answer was Audrey and Ines Sneeman. Do you guys have tickets already?
They do have tickets already. They're going to be coming from North Mpumalanga.
Do you
Limpopo,
want to
other one. Limpopo.
Want to gift it to anyone, or do you want to we ask another question, or we go to second in line? You let us know. We'll be guided by you.
They do have somebody. Yeah, they do have somebody.
Well done.
But we'd love to invite somebody else. There we go. Fantastic.
Well done. So very happy. And Annie, any response on Annie? Who's going to check quickly?
Annie said, let me check quickly. So Annie, I'm sure you're on the groups. So Audrey and Ines, you guys can communicate directly with Allison. You guys got the numbers there. And then Annie, you are probably on. I just want to make sure that you can be in communication with Allison. So we can I'm sure you'll be able to find her on the group, eh? Yeah, perfect. All right.
Okay,
So
guys. Yeah, I think just very quickly, what I'd like to say is focus on the 4 ways to earn. Forget all the others. They're just going to confuse you right now, and just let them be. You will get there in time. Focus on the 4. Those 4 are actually going to help you grow your business and get to where you want to go. Otherwise, it does become overwhelming.
completely, I think.
Yes, thank you.
There we go. Brilliant.
Thank
Right,
you.
let me
Thank
put-
you for sharing that. Yes. The
I'm
rest
gonna
will
put-
come in time as you become more conversant with the comp plan and whatever happens. I mean, look at me. I've studied this thing back to front, but because I've never bothered with preferred customers, I wasn't even sure of the price. And I'm okay admitting that because it's something that I haven't focused on. So focus on the 4 and move forward from there. And the same with your teams. Get them to focus on the 4. They're within reach. Don't let the 9 weeks go by because those 9 weeks are what's most important. Chris, I don't know if you have a list of the items. I know that we'd never really got a clear list on what incentives there are with each rank. Like, I mean, this carry-on suitcase, that's absolutely awesome. I didn't even realize.
Oh, we actually covered that on the training that Lucinda and I did on Complan, but Lucinda will put that out, and then we'll actually put that in a beautiful PDF. We're waiting for the high-res PDF. I want to share a saying by, I think it was Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King. He said, "Don't focus on the entire staircase, but focus in the step in front of you. Focus on the first step." And that's what we do. We can get overwhelmed when we try and look too much at the bigger picture, where all we got to do is focus on what's at hand. And it all goes back down to the basics of that good old. You hear me say it again. All of this means nothing unless you are communicating it to other people. So that goes back to the basics of your good old-fashioned name list, prospecting, sending the information out to people, and getting people onto obviously the calls. I always like to give very practical tips, real life tips on the calls. So all of you guys can see my friend Jason. Jason, wave at everybody. There's Jason sitting there. Yeah, there's Jason waving. Jason and I, we've known each other for just on 15 years. 15 years we've known each other. He was playing with my kids when they were babies. He used to bring my kids around. And so Jason has been watching me on Facebook. And about 3 months ago, Jason reaches out and he says, "Chris, I've been seeing you doing all this weird stuff with these little sticker patch things. My curiosity is just too much. What on earth are you doing? Send me some info." So send the information to Jason. I went to go see him. And you know what? He was one of the people that he just got it. He resonated with it immediately. Didn't question it. And this day he says, "It makes sense. If we're talking about frequency, it makes sense." And he said, "I want to get involved." And he said, "Chris, just remind me again, how long have you been doing LifeWave?" I said, "I've been doing it for 3 years." And he crapped me out and says, "Why didn't you tell me about this earlier?" I said, "Jace, don't worry, my brother. It's all about timing." And he said, I get it. Different headspaces and everything. So we always laugh about that. So, Jason registered and his patches arrived yesterday, and we quickly went to go see Jason. And we were driving in the car, and Jason said, well, first I get a message at 4:30 this morning from Jason. He goes, he's busy watching the clip by David Schmidt and the interview with Meredith. It's called Built to Last. If you guys haven't watched it, ask for that clip. It's absolutely amazing, where David talks about his journey and everything. And Jason said, "I am listening to every word I want to be able to speak just like David Schmidt, just like Meredith. So we get in the car today and I said, no, Jason, you don't want to speak like David Schmidt. He was like, why not? He says, I was writing down the difference, every word. I was writing down X39, difference between X49, this. I want to come across just like David. I said, nope, I don't want to come across like David. You've got to come across like Jason. Let David Schmidt come across like David Schmidt. And he was like, he leaned forward and goes, I don't get it yet. I said, right, our job is to be master inviters. Guys, you cannot give a haircut over the phone. You cannot give a haircut over the phone. The presentation is visual and there's a lot of information to take in. If you try and do a quick presentation, so you phone somebody and you start talking about LifeWave, the patents, David Schmidt, how it works, the concept, you're going to lose them after 5 minutes. You're going to lose them. They're going to go, what on earth are you talking about? Our job, we just need to become master pointsmen. That's all we have to do. So our job is to get a person curious. 2-3 minutes maximum. I've come across something that is completely changing people's lives. I've got into this product. In a nutshell, stem cell reactivation patches. How would you like to reverse your age? I need to send something to you. I'm going to send you a quick little video clip, 3 minutes long. I'm going to send you a website to have a look at, and I'm going to send you a quick testimony on what this has done for this person. Have a look at that. Let me know when you've watched it, and let me know if this is something that is of interest to you. And then you move forward. Then you take it to the next step. Then you get onto a person, onto a 3-way call, get them onto a presentation, that type of thing. So I always like to, talk about the basics because, yes, we're talking about Complan 2.0, which Allison has done a fantastic job. But that doesn't mean anything until the basics are in place to be able to make Complan 2.0 work for you. And then, yes, then once you've got the person signed up and you're doing a bit of training, then Jason can pull out some of the quotes and talk a bit like David, but not before that point, because Jason doesn't want to come across like a doctor. He doesn't want to come across like he knows so much information, because they're going to go, I can't do what Jason's doing. Can't do what he's doing. How am I going to get all this knowledge? But Jason is very similar to me. We're quite OCD. So when we take something, we bite onto it and we just absorb everything we can, which is very good from a foundational point of view, because if a question is asked, you answer it right off the bat without even having to think about it, which comes across impressive. But you don't want to come across as the expert with everything, because everything, I'm going to say this one thing, if it doesn't duplicate, don't do it. If it doesn't duplicate, don't do it. And there's a last thing I want to share with you guys. I'm sure some of you have heard the saying before. You cannot say enough of the right things to the wrong person. And you cannot say enough of the wrong things to the right person. So, see what I'm saying there? You could have Tony Robbins at a presentation, the man. We all know who Tony Robbins is. We can get Tony Robbins to come and do the best presentation in the world. If it's the wrong person sitting in front of that presentation, they're going to say, no, it's not for me. But the person that it is for them, you can do a presentation on a napkin at the side of a restaurant, and they're going to go, how do I sign up? Because at the end of the day, it's all about the relationship, and it's all about the frequency. So I hope that was able to help a little bit. So, Allison, any last words before we log off?
So I'd like to see hands up. Who is actually going to earn $490 for working next week? Guaranteeing themselves $490. Hands up.
$490. Hey.
Those that are new in the business, it's there. It's up for grabs. Put your hands up, own it, and do it. And I wish you all only the best. And yeah, well done with your hands up. And like Chris says, don't focus on the staircase, focus on the step in front of you, and you'll get there. So thank you.
Allison. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. So awesome seeing everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And see you guys that are coming up to Joburg. See you guys next week. Cannot wait. Good night, everybody. Love you all.
Good night.
Bye,
Good night.
everybody.
Good night.
Bye, guys. Bye.